What's up, y'all? This is Master P, and we hanging out with Danny and Marcus talking about the music.
What's up, everybody? We hanging out with you today talking about the music. Today we're talking to music mogul, international superstar, philanthropist, a legend in the hip-hop game, given the birth name Percy Miller, but you know him best as the Master P.
How you doing, my brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing great.
Good.
Look, thank you for taking time out, man, for talking to us, okay? Yeah. Now, before we talk about what we're doing here today, let's go back because there's a lot that people don't know about you. Let's take us back, give us the Master P experience.
Well, you know, I grew up in poverty, come from the streets of New Orleans, Third Ward Calio projects, and my life has been through ups and downs, hurricanes. I got a brother that's dead. I got a brother that's in the penitentiary. I've also educated myself. I realized one thing in life, that I had to grow up, and if I wanted to make it, I had to change my life. Before I was exposed to where I'm at now, I had to survive. I had to make it through the struggle. I started with nothing. I believed in myself. I believed in God. I believed that it was something else for me in my life. I introduced the world of Southern hip-hop. I introduced them to what being about it is all about. I introduced them to what being a soldier is all about. I also introduced minority people how to get money, how to be entrepreneur.
That's the thing that I really want to just touch on, because people know you from the music, and they know you from the whole No Limit experience and about it and that. But your thing with being about it, you took the negative from it and turned it into a positive. You were one of the first in the hip hop industry to start your own clothing line and to do the record thing, your own record label, and owning your own masters and the whole nine.
Well, you know, I started out with most record deals is like a 10 or 15%. Michael Jackson got the highest, which was 22%. I ended up getting 85%. I owned my masters. I got a distribution deal, something that was never heard of. I guess people on the street got to realize that we are smarter, we are educated, but we got to put it to good use, because I've been on the streets counting money. I knew how to survive, and I knew that I had a talent, and that was making money, being successful, but I had to figure out how to do it in a positive way.
Right. So in other words, you took the whole hustle and the effort from the drug game and just brought it into being a businessman and doing something positive.
I thank the man that for sparing my life, because I lost my brother to the streets, and it's something that I can't take back, but it's not something that I'm proud of, that I would say, you know, I was once the ice cream man, I was once about it, you know, but I grew up in a real violent community where you had to survive. You had to be bothered by just to survive. I used to fight because I was an A student. When I walked home from school, you know, most guys in my community, they would be happy to make a D or a C. When they seen that I was from the streets and I made an A, it was like, man, you think you better than us. It was a struggle. So I kept that, and that's what I told these kids about today, about being leaders.
You know what? All these careers we talking about is going to require education. And if you want to be a doctor, guess what happens? You know one thing now? You guys could be president of the United States if you want to.
No, I didn't let that stop me. If I had to fight every day, I was going to keep making A's. If I had to figure out my life or what I wanted to be, I know I didn't want to be here. I wanted to be somewhere else besides the ghetto, and I said to myself, I got to figure out what it's going to take to get me out there. But after losing my brother to the streets, I didn't want to see my mama cry no more. So I decided to change my life and say that I wanted to be successful, and I wanted to be legit. So I had to realize I had to break a lot of cycles. I had to break a lot of bad habits, and I did it. And I never looked back. I thank the man up above for sparing my life, and I thank the man up above for giving me a peace of mind to be able to send my kid to school and be educated, then turning him out like the rest of my friends. They raised their kids to be thugs and gangsters.
Right.
You know, and so I think that was the most important thing out of my life that I could be thankful for, that at least I thought about my kids.
Start living for someone else.
Exactly, and I think that's what everybody that's a real person, if you have a child, you could actually change your life. You know, and that's what it is with me. I feel that I'm in a position now to do something else for other people, and I'm gonna do it.
Well, now, you're also a family man.
Yeah.
You have children,
Yeah.
and well, everyone knows Romeo.
Yeah.
And I think he's in school now, right?
Yeah, he's at USC playing basketball right now.
So now you've been on the top of the game in every level, fashion, the record industry. You got movies, book deals, the whole nine. What's next for Master P?
Right
outside
now,
of what you're doing now, because you do a lot of
business. I think the 1milliongifts.org is so personal to me. I want people to realize you don't need millions of dollars to help. I want everybody out there that's watching this to say, you know what, go to 1milliongifts.org and at least send $1, help a kid in the community, be a part of a volunteer if you don't have money. Right. Because I think that's what my life is now. I got a show called No Excuses that's on TV right now. But it's about building other businesses, building a generational wealth. Right. And so now I'm educating myself into economics. So I'm going back to school. What you see now, you've seen the tank before. Now you see this rhinoceros. That represent loyalty, respect. Right. So this is a company that is about financial literacy, about real estate, about growing up. It's about preparing the next generation,
empowering people in minority communities.
Exactly. So that's what my life at right now, and also showing people from the hood that we can be educated, we can transformate and be something else, even if we started off the wrong way. And not being afraid to change. So I think that's what my life was about. I don't care if you're one of the hardest guys in the world. You got to realize that, you know what, if you survive the struggle and you're still living, I don't care if you're in the penitentiary, you're from the worst community, you're in the gangs or whatever. If you survive that and you got kids, you ain't a real man if you change your life. If you're still doing the same thing you was doing 20 years ago, I think I'm more important to society and my culture doing what I'm doing now than being on the stage, rapping, doing that. You know, it's a different world now. I mean, we have an African American president. You know, I started a thing called BBTV, which is Better Black TV, which is the next generation for African American and Latino TV. Right.
Well, now you talk about the 1 million gifts, which I'm gonna Marcus, you get in, get the shirts here. Which we out here now at the schools today, because you go around to all of the schools all over the country.
Well, I go to schools that they won't go to. I got to go to
nobody else go
because they either afraid because the community is bad, or they feel like our kids are from poverty that we don't need to reach out to them. They're not gonna be nothing. But look at me. And I come from communities like this, so we can be something. I mean, we can't forget about these kids just because we poor. I mean, we got an African American president that was poor.
Well, see, that's the thing. All of us make up this country, and it takes all of us to make up the economy and the financial structure of this country. The poor, the middle class, the rich as well. So, you know, now we're talking about this. You also have other nonprofit organizations. I'm going to get the guys from Hill to Hood to get in here, come in here now. Well, they still working. We'll talk a little bit more, and then they're gonna come in. But we out on the streets today with Master P. We're here at a school in South Memphis, and you go all over the country doing this, and we're gonna do this probably in Mississippi and some other places.
Well, this organization is 1 million gifts equals 1 million smiles. Smiles, and so we touch in the soil. We touch in communities that the government don't touch, corporations don't touch. So we here, and it's all real. It's all love, and you know, if we could get one of these kids to change their life and do something, I figure I did my part.
Right. Well, hey, look now. Let's go here a little bit to you done the rap thing. You done the movies, and you're on a mission now. You're on a mission.
Well, I'm building a legacy. I don't want people to remember me as just a music person. That's a part of my life, but I'm building a legacy right now, and I want people to realize that I've come from the struggle, and if I could make it out, the rest of these kids could realize how they could make it out. All right, and we do have a chance. That's why I come in and touch these kids in some of the worst communities that you're gonna see that nobody ever come to. And I want these young kids to realize that we do have a chance if we believe in ourselves and believe in God.
We're hanging out today talking about the music to a legend and a just all-around nice guy, man. And I want to let you know it's a pleasure for you to stop by and take time out. Master P, right here talking about the music. Y'all keep watching us.